Welcome back to Toggle Advantage, a D&D homebrew podcast. I play with some friends and my brother.
Hey.
So,
who is not your friend?
If you missed the last 4 episodes, that was kind of our prelude into entering the prison, and today we get to enter the for realsy zone, the part that actually is crazy and weird and has things going on. Working their way up, though, they started in the pit.
Wait, things haven't been going on
worked
yet?
through the forge.
Nothing's happened.
Why was I listening for the last 4 episodes?
What did I do to my body if it was for nothing?
What did I see of Sam's body if it was for nothing? I saw some Piercival that I didn't want to see.
How do you
Yeah, for
say
those
your
listening
name?
to just the audio, my body is actually being displayed on the Skype version.
Is it Percival or is it Piercival?
I don't think we know. It was written on 2 different scrolls, 2 different ways. The record keeping isn't good here, so I guess we'll never find out.
I guess so.
But yeah, I'm joined by Sam playing Percival Lindalian, my brother Walter playing Yandos Baldorf, my friend Chris playing Jucalvator Smackwist,
Hey!
Wow.
okay.
Wow.
Pretty
and my friend Mike playing Tinkerer the Dwarf.
Jinkra!
Let's not give you too much credit for that. I did put a pronunciation guide on my character sheet.
I didn't read it. I just listened to our first episode a lot because I had to edit it a lot. But yeah, so if you're tuning in for the first time, if you're past the prelude or whatever you want to call it, they are in the prison that's basically broken up into 4 quadrants with 4 different kings. They're about to go into the first one called the Outsider Kingdom. It's kind of hectic. They got some steel, which is the quote-unquote currency of this area. And that's about all you missed besides some good stuff and me just messing up a word every 3 words and not knowing how many letters in the alphabet. It's 26, guys. I'm pretty sure this time.
We're in
G's have been
the
restored.
Outsiders quadrant right now. The Outsiders quadrant. Already.
Anyway.
Yep.
Let's get rolling. So, entering the quadrant. The doors have swung open, leading way to this huge shantytown-like area. It looks like a lot of buildings have been built on the top of old Dwarven architecture. Some of them are well-built. Some of them are just kind of straw, wood, whatever they can get their hands on. Not straw, actually, because there's not a lot of places to get straw down here. More like mud and wood. Even like almost looks like old broken carts or transits have been converted into buildings. As you start kind of walking down the street, this is pretty populated. Like your group, everybody is also in groups. The smell that's hitting you as you take steps really isn't pleasant. It smells like the homeless part of like downtown New York. Just kind of poop and garbage. Really
Hey guys, this smells
not
like
the
poop
best.
and garbage. Maybe we should get out of here.
I couldn't notice over the smell of our friend Piercival.
Something smells like home.
The odor is quite pungent, but the architecture is quite nice.
Dwarves, man. Dwarves.
So, 2 things stick out to you more than anything else as you guys are traveling through here. The first, or I guess 3 things. The first being that it is very well populated. The second, as you're looking around, it looks like doors are either locked, pretty shut, and well closed down, or almost broken down and open. And as you're really paying attention to some people with the higher perceptions. That's what happens when you do perspective and perception. With
My
those,
passive perception is 9. Do I see anything?
no. Everybody else, you notice that there are a lot of people that are missing small limbs or body parts, sometimes not so small. Not sure what that's about, but eventually, sometimes you see like an armless guy, sometimes it's a finger, sometimes it's an eye, ear.
I think that guy was just missing a dick.
It's, I mean, yeah. If you want to go down belly
and
first
he's-
and just crawl along.
And he's just
what we're
flaunting it
doing
for the
here.
whole world to see.
No, I can
Piercival's
just tell.
You'd think if you're missing a dick, you'd wear some pants or something. Maybe stuff it with a sausage, but he's
I mean,
just...
I guess the benefit is now you don't need to wear pants.
I know, he's just Ken doll.
There you go.
It's pretty intimidating, honestly.
So that's what you guys get as you're walking through.
Nothing left
Last
to lose.
thing I forgot to mention is these are overgrown buildings. It looks like there's roots of some kind, like deep mushroom-type fungi roots that are overgrowing a lot of the base structure, making
Those
it
are
crack and
called
crumble a little bit.
mycelia.
Okay.
Science.
All right, guys, I suggest we look for a grouping of people, maybe somebody that knows more than we do.
I can do this because they won't see it on the podcast.
Who can know more than me?
about the prison? Probably anybody else here.
I mean,
Fine. I guess I won't share the secret information that Tinkerer told me last night in my dream.
in your dream? All right, Tinkerer, you were trying to get in here, right? So, do you know anything about this place?
Oh, no, silly.
Well, that was quick. All right, let's.
No, he's blindly following that guy. He took his
Yes.
thing.
It's usually how I go about my business.
Who is that guy that you're following again?
Bombardier.
Oh yeah.
What was his full name?
Bombardier.
Sorry.
If I remembered, I'd tell you. Hold on. I'm tinkering with the memories. Underhand, it's just come to me.
Bombardier underhand, eh?
Bombardier. You can't forget the
Bombardier.
extra R's.
Oh, my
Is it
memory is telling me
Bombardier?
I've mispronounced the name.
It's much like an extra R
Bombardier.
in Tinkerer.
Yes.
Man, I'm really getting jostled by all these people walking by us. I'm an old man. Need I remind you?
They are giving you a semi-wide berth. It looks like no group wants to get too close to another group. Everybody's very weary of everybody else. And your old man stink isn't helping.
Well, I have social anxiety, so it feels like they're all around me.
Yeah, Sam, you can't just make stuff up. Oh, I'm getting jostled right now. There's a dragon in front of me. Oh my god! A big purple dragon, and he's farting out rubies, and I collect them all.
Theater of the mind is over for me. I'm just gonna say what I see in this room.
So you guys have a little bit of time to walk around and explore if you want, as you're kind of just getting a lay of the land, walking around the streets. Is there anything specific you'd want to be looking for at this time? Anywhere you want to go? Do you want to check out one of the other places? Because as you are walking, this is a very large town, basically. You know, you can't really see the end of it from any given street. Looking up, it's a large dome structure covering the whole thing, and you're in a quarter part of the dome. Far, far, far off in the distance, you can see it keeps doming over, and that's probably where the other sections of the city are, run by the other gangs or kings, which have been referred to as kingdoms by your contact Altoa in the Forge.
I mean, maybe we should just go straight to the top. Go talk to Ilsif.
Yeah, we could try to seek him out.
We gotta talk to a king to get out of here, so the faster we figure that out, the faster we can get out of this place.
Let's do
Sounds
that.
like a plan.
How are you going to go about that?
We go about it.
Let's
Can we
try
roll
to...
to see if we successfully went about it?
I'll ask you this. Do you know where he is?
No,
No.
but I'm from a major city, so let's use the logic of cities and try to veer onto what more and more main roads until we encounter somebody that looks friendly or at least willing to talk. Probably somebody who's better armed or dressed is going to be somebody that has information.
Was that a
Yeah.
knock on these people who are missing
A
arms?
limb. It's a limb joke right there.
Somebody
Not
who's better
intentional.
armed.
That's a good one, because they're a bunch of
Because
freaks with no arms.
that's just inconsiderate.
He's talking about you, buddy. See that guy? No arm.
Oh god. Making friends everywhere we go. All right, let's move on.
He thought it was funny. But didn't. Oh.
Go ahead and make a perception check as you're looking for people a little more well-armored and whatnot.
I sure will.
So we got a 2, 12, and double 17s. So, Yandos and Jukalvir. And Sam rolled an athletics instead of a perception. 3 17s.
He's grappling with the
I don't think
armless
so.
people.
Uh-oh. I
Maybe
see.
that was from last week. I don't know. I looked at our
Yeah,
roll
hey,
20 screen.
yeah,
I
hey,
saw
quit.
2 athletics. So apparently he was just
we quit
buffing
making
him
fun
ways
of
around.
my playing of the game?
So as you guys are looking around, you do notice a couple of people that are more well guarded, or a couple of groups, I will say, if you want to approach any of them. One thing that sticks out to you more than anything is you pass him once or twice, and you'll kind of catch him out of the corner of your eye. Looks like there's a guy that's sort of following you, sort of just kind of popping up once in a while. Looks like a ghost elf, and the thing that sticks out is he's by himself.
I say, do you notice a strange sort of fellow following us?
Yeah,
Racist. What makes him
by
strange?
himself.
Yeah. I mean,
That he's by himself?
I mean, he's just a ghost elf. Like,
Well, they're
used
to living underground. Makes sense. We're under a mountain.
I think we're strange in this situation because we're underground and we're not ghost elves.
Or dwarves.
Yeah.
Speak for yourself.
Actually, yeah, I'm pretty strange wherever I go. That's kind of a character trait of mine, you know. Makes me uncomfortable.
What with the tail?
One might say a tailed freak.
You said we
Can I go-
noticed some better armored guards or better dressed.
Not guards, just better dressed, yeah. More
Not
decked out
not
people.
prison guards, but like, gotcha. Yeah, let's approach one of those groups and be like, "Hey guys, how you doing?
What do you want?
Just looking for Eilsif. Maybe you guys could point us in the right direction."
By the way, the 3 you approached, one is a tall half-orc, and the other 2 are elves. Regular, plain old elves. No fancy things. The half-orc is a
Hi. He says, looking up.
You want to find Eilsif, he'll find you soon enough. I assume you're new here?
Yes.
Great, get the out of my way. And he just kind of pushes past you and walks on.
Do you want some brain?
Jump to the side.
What'd you say?
I said I'll jump to the side.
No, what did I heard Piercival say something?
Oh, I was just asking if you wanted some brain. I had some in my pocket from that last guy. Now that's like gold around here.
He gives a quick pause and then
Oh?
keeps going.
Oh.
Do you really have to carry that around?
I mean,
That's-
do you want a snack?
That's
No.
that's a feign talk brain, is it not? I
Yeah.
don't want to see what my brains look like.
Man, do you want to hear what they taste like? Mmm.
Oh God!
Oh.
All right, I'm gonna go look for that ghost elf.
Saving it for
Hey.
later.
Hey, you! Stop!
As you turn around, he is no longer following you or in sight.
I guess he did stop.
Well, never mind.
Excellent
Duke's
work.
just gonna like
the
tug on your
Armors.
robe, Iondos, and be like, "Yeah, that's not how you catch people."
Sorry,
You see-
I was too. I know that. I was just
When you're from the
too
city and
distracted
someone
by the
says,
brain.
"Hey, you, stop," they always tend to run. It's weird, right?
Were
yeah,
you triggered?
I was just kind of trying to shout so I could get the sound of brains being eaten out of my ears.
Even 298 people passing you wouldn't really make a difference in that you're really focusing on those brains.
Let's
Is that
maybe
how many
look
people
for
walked past us?
No, just a random number I threw out.
All right.
let's maybe look for some kind of market gathering, some sort of trading of goods. Maybe we can sell some of this mole meat.
Okay. You start
Yeah.
walking around looking for somewhere to trade goods and not really coming up with anywhere. It's almost like a place to trade goods and services has already presented itself to you in a previous episode /
Hey, there could be more than one place, man.
There's no topside markets.
Yeah, you have to go through the creepy ass mines
Open
every time.
air.
That sounds like a terrible place
You
to
have
go
to
trade.
run by where we got those moles to get back in there.
You know, quaint little farmers markets just by on the road.
This place is
Crazy
like
enough,
a prison.
yeah, right?
Listen, I didn't say they were going to be.
In B prisons.
I didn't say they weren't going to be scary
In
markets.
this be prison, you Piece of garbage.
Hey, people like to trade. People just, some dude might just be sitting on the corner with something. You never know.
I start yelling out for. I'll give out sexual favors if someone will trade with us.
You get
Any
a lot
interest?
of looks. Go ahead and make a persuasion roll.
Wow.
All right.
At first, I was not behind this plan.
Sexual favors. So.
Everybody
I have
notices
5.
your old and wrinkly ass.
With a 5 persuasion. 5 persuasion. You are walking around as Piercival starts yelling out, "Sexual favors here! Sexual favors!
Right here.
Get the D!"
Any takers for
very
sexual favors?
large, very rotund, very pink, bald Faintalk kind of saunters up to you. "Hello there, friend."
Hey, do you want some
Ooh,
sexual
hi.
favors and/or a mole meat?
You do look quite scrumptious. What
Talking to
can
me
I
or the
do
mole meat?
for you? You.
We were hoping to trade in sex from an old man to you. What were you wanting, Juke, in exchange for my shame?
I mean, we're trying to get
You're the one
steel.
You're the one who offered that. I was just gonna
Steel
sell moles.
Is the currency in here? So if
Yeah, metal.
if you're gonna do this, get some metal.
All right, hey, you got any metal, big guy?
No, not for you.
What? Well, you're the one who's asking for sexual, or who wants my sexual favors.
You're the one that was yelling it out.
Well, so what would you trade for sexual favors?
My time. I'm quite good, you know.
Do we have 20 minutes, you guys?
No.
Nope.
No, we don't.
Damn it.
We have to keep searching for someone to actually sell this mole meat to.
I'm trying to sell my own mole meat here, okay?
I can see
it's
that.
very moley.
And I don't want to hear that. I've
I
already
can
been
check-
too traumatized in this prison, and it's not even from things inside of the prison.
I'm a thing inside the prison. I
I can
count.
check that mole for you.
Is it supposed to be pulsating? Anyway, okay. Well,
Oh,
can
dear, no.
Can I get his number and then that's it?
No, there's...
His number.
His house number.
His address.
He tells you where you could find
His prisoner
him if you
number.
would like to ever have a night out. Air quotes.
Thank you.
With the fat pink Faintalk.
He says he's good.
No problem. As you continue down the street from your interesting encounter with the rotund pink Faintalk, who looked like a big... He basically looked like Majin Buu, just less bubblegum person and more person made out of bubblegum.
That's what I was picturing.
It's a good time. You hear a voice from one of the rooftops above you. "So, you're looking for Ilsif?"
Gonna
Yes.
Yes.
Do you know? Do you know where to find him?
You look up and it is the ghost elf that was following you. I do.
Wow.
I do know where to find him.
Yondos, you didn't quite chase him off, it seems.
Why have you been following us?
I always look at newcomers.
Perfect.
What is it you do?
I am the welcoming party. Welcome to the city of the outsiders. The kingdom, if you will. First time here?
Yes.
No, I frequent this prison lots.
Interesting. It's weird that I've never seen you before. So, he jumps down, lands on the ground. Shall we? And he starts walking off in a direction.
Yeah, ghost elf. Let's follow the ghost elf, huh, guys? Blindly.
We have no other
what?
needs.
Do I get like a weird feeling off this guy, or
He is fairly bubbly for a person that's in prison. He's cheerful, and he's alone. Beyond
unlike
that,
literally everyone else we've seen so far? Yeah.
beyond that, I mean, he's just an elf, man.
What is he wearing or carrying?
What is he wearing?
He is carrying a he is carrying a scimitar belted to his either. It doesn't matter which side. It's belted to his belt.
Okay. Is it
He's
made
just
of
wearing, it
metal?
looks like a very light leather armor as well.
It's a metal weapon?
It is a metal weapon.
All right.
Upon further inspection, you can roll investigation or perception to glean something off of it.
I will investigate it, because I am short and at waist height. A 12.
Investigation roll. A 12. What are you investigating, Yandos?
Just him in general to see if I can detect anything else on him and
Do
see
you
if
want
I can.
that booty too?
No, I do not
are you
want
out for
that
that
booty. I am not.
That badonkadonk? That drunk in his trunk?
Although if I can detect that there is something in his anal inventory, I will try and detect that.
Is he walking funny?
You don't see any prairie dogging as he walks.
He's really good at that.
Is that a rapier prairie dogging out of your butthole?
Oh.
It's like the sword in the stone, except it's not in stone.
Oh, I can pull it out.
You'll be king.
So with your investigation of 12, you're looking
Yep.
at the sword, and the only thing you can kind of tell is it is a nice sword. It looks like it was probably forged fairly recently, or is at least kept in good condition. Any chips, cracks, or dings have been buffed out, and any sort of wear and tear, you can tell it's very nicely taken care of. It's polished, it's sharpened. You know, this is a good sword. Walter, with your investigation of 19, you don't really notice anything too out of place. It looks like he's not really trying to hide anything. He kind of walks with sort of a saunter. This might be your first time seeing a ghost elf, which, a quick description, is he's very pale, very light white skinned, almost translucent. Eyes the same thing, just completely pale, glossed over. And his hair is long and also very, very white. He basically looks like an albino. As you also take that in, you've noticed there are a couple other of the ghost races you've seen that have that same sort of appearance to them.
Gotcha. All right. Yeah, I follow him.
So,
Yeah.
I'm going to say this in Elvish to him. So, friend, do you have a name?
You can call me Perrin, he says in flawless Elvish back to you.
I understood that. Actually,
What?
wait, no, I
What the
didn't.
hell's going on?
I did not
What are you
understand
guys talking
that.
about?
Nothing.
I cast Silent Image and have
Okay.
a fifth party member like walk out from an alley and just join us behind us. That's like a big half orc. And I'm like, this is our friend Bobby.
I have not met Bobby yet. It's lovely to meet you.
Has your friend always been an illusion, or is that like a
Probably.
recent thing for him? Did he go on a diet?
That's a recent thing for him.
Oh,
That's- He started dieting and he got real translucent.
yeah. Is that like the Atkins diet? You sit at a kiln and just heat all the fat off.
I could have sworn I did remember Bobby.
I'm gonna send Bobby away.
Wait,
Hi, Bobby.
Bobby
And I'm
disperses.
gonna point at the raven on my shoulder and he's gonna go, "F you."
yeah, it's so weird. I remember Bobby. I don't remember the Tinkerer though.
He was the guy that literally bored somebody to death. Remember?
I've been here the whole time.
As you look back and you see a small dwarf clip clopping along the road following you.
I like his beard and his tiny little spectacles.
Is there anything else you guys want to do, or should I?
No,
I'm
let's-
fast
just
forward you
going
to the,
to chit chat with him a bit, trying to
Okay.
get any information out of him. So why are you the welcomer? Why you're just walking around by yourself? That's unusual.
It is my job as Hand of the King.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Insight. This motherfucker lying.
Yeah, go for it. Are you still speaking in Elvish, so nobody else can hear you?
Yeah, because why not?
Okay.
I said about an
Woo!
unrelated.
Nat
Yeah.
20 insight.
You saw a really, really sexy Fane talk on the side of the
So fat.
He's very genuine.
Okay.
It doesn't look like he's trying to hide anything from you.
I mean,
despite
not that I
his-
know who the Hand of the King is, but he doesn't look like he's gonna tell or anything.
Despite his very outgoing demeanor, he looks like he's being sincere.
And how does one obtain that position?
Kill a lot of people.
Yeah.
Did you kill the previous hand?
Yeah. Debatable.
Did you have him killed?
Debatable.
Is that how things go around here?
It depends. You ask a lot of questions.
I like answers.
Fair enough. Good reason to ask questions, then.
Yes. I'm going to relay the information to the group that our friend here is the Hand of the King.
Hand of the King?
Yep.
He doesn't look like a dwarf with a scar on his face and maybe gold in his pockets or something. I don't know. It's a Game of Thrones reference, you guys.
What?
That'd be Hand of the Queen, sir. Gonna get a reference.
He
get
was
it
the
right.
Hand of the King at one point as well.
Are you still speaking a different language, Walter?
Yes. No, I'm not. I don't speak Elvish. Yes,
No, when I
said-
addressed the group, I
said
addressed it
that
in comment.
deep speech. All you heard was...
That makes sense. I'm right there with you, buddy.
No, you get all that information, Piercival. You're
Okay.
Piercival.
And you do trust him, Juke?
Yeah. He's
Alright.
certainly seems like he's telling the truth. If he's lying, he's a better liar than I've ever
I
known.
mean, generally,
Wow.
you don't ask if you trust a guy when he's literally walking with us.
Oh,
It's nothing
they
new.
were talking about Bobby.
Better to ask it now than when it's too late.
You're not the first people I've invited in.
What did you
Is there
do to
anything
get...
else? Sorry, no, go, please.
What did you do to get sent to this hellish pit of the damned?
It's a weird way to describe it. Killed a lot of people.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Seems to be your thing.
Yeah. One might think.
Like, did
Everyone should have a hobby. It's nice.
I agree.
Did you
I agree. What's
kill-
your hobby, weird old dwarven clip-clop man?
Well,
I'm a tinkerer.
Interesting.
No,
And dare I
no,
ask, what's
no.
your name?
Tinkerer.
Moving on.
yep, his name's Tinkerer.
So, Piercival, since you've
Good
asked and you're being
pronunciation,
inquisitive,
Yandos.
Yes.
why are you here? You know what? I don't. No, we're here anyway. As you guys reach the door to a building,
It's a long... Oh.
it looks like this is a slightly better kept building than the other things around here. The windows are boarded up, well, and barred up almost. Almost. The door is locked, and he takes a key from around his belt, unlocks the door, and swings it open, and it leads way to a very, very long, narrow hallway. To the left and the right, it looks like there are doorways opening up, and you just kind of go ahead.
When he pulls out the key, can I take a real quick sneaky peek to see how complicated that key looks?
Sure. Go ahead and make
A
perception
nature
check.
22.
double nat 20s.
Back to back. Ate them all up, guys. There are no more.
Maybe we can get Natty Ice to sponsor us with all those 20s you're throwing out.
I don't want that.
Yes, you do. We will take
this-
any sponsors that will sponsor us.
Not
But
Natty
seriously,
Ice.
Please sponsor
Natty
us.
Ice.
Natty
Natty
Ice
Ice,
would be
I'm
better for
ref-
your date rape podcast.
And we just
We're gonna
lost the
call that,
sponsorship deal.
And there it goes.
We're going to call that the Dizzy Bamblers. Just throw back to Sam's podcast, The Dizzy Ramblers. Check it out if
Yeah.
you have a minute.
Thanks, bro.
No, but it's not a very complex key. It looks like it's just meant to keep out the normal riffraff and not meant to keep out anybody with any sort of lockpicking skill.
Okay.
So with enough finesse, you could probably get in the door.
Any sort of roguish type characters?
Any kind of...
I mean, I
tinkering?
have a ring of keys, so I'm like, I wonder if these just work on a lot of things.
That's true. I forgot you took that.
Yeah.
That's nice. That is a nice item to have.
And they're metal, so if I need to melt them down.
They are metal. Entering the building, as I assume you are all doing, yes?
Yes.
Yeah, I like it more than that janky-ass dwarf architecture out there. Not much built on top of it. This is a nice looking place, you guys. Huh?
No
Am I right?
appreciation
Ghost
for
elf?
fine
yeah.
stonework.
I will say it is kind of nicer in here. Sorry,
It is-
Tinkerer.
Palpably nicer.
I understand. Stones are kind of a dwarf thing.
And the door closes behind you, and you hear a little as it locks.
Whoa.
He is not behind you. You are in a long hallway with a couple of doorways on the left and the right, and one door at the very, very end that's also closed.
And our buddy the ghost elf is gone?
Yep.
Yeah, he just didn't come in. He closed the door behind us and locked it. Hello?
Was it dark in here? What are we seeing? Just a long hallway with a door at the end?
Yep. It's lit.
Oh, okay.
And there are other
Alright.
doors on the sides?
Yeah, there are other doorways on the sides. These are not closed doors, though. They're more like just open door frames.
Let's
Get me a sip of water while you...
All right.
little sneaky peek forward and
Stay frosty, guys.
make sure it's not a trap.
I mean, we still have some steel on us, so
Yep.
let's be careful.
Carefully inching your way down the hallway, you get to the first doorways, which are parallel to each other. Or, doesn't matter.
Yep.
Words. You can see through both of them. It looks like there's just a group of people in each room sitting at a table. Looks like one's playing cards. Looks like one group is eating a meal. They all kind of give you a look, shrug, and go back to what they were doing. One waves back at you.
Are we walking through these offices right now? Is this his administrative building?
Oh.
Can I, hey, do you guys mind if I ask those dudes what they're doing? What this place is and where the f*** we are?
I mean, go ahead.
It's all you.
Hey, dudes! What are you doing? Where is this place?
We're
And what
playing
the fuck
cards.
are we? Wait, no. Oh, okay, sorry.
So you go and approach them, ask what they're doing. We're playing cards.
Mind if I play a hand?
Yeah, sure.
Sweet, I'm gonna sit down.
What?
Deals some out. What do you got to bet?
I have all the sex or brains you could want.
No.
Did you?
I can bet stuff that my friend the Tinkerer owns.
I'll
Okay.
put something up for you.
We
Thanks,
deal in
Tinker.
steel. as
I've
they
got
say.
one link of a chain. Will that do as stakes?
Will that do? As stakes? This one
Yeah.
link of chain?
Yeah, sure.
All right. I'm feeling
You throw it on the
lucky
table
lady
amidst
tonight.
other
You
pieces
seem
of
like-
steel and accoutrement.
A lucky fellow. Piercival,
Sorry to laugh at that. Yes, I am.
don't let me down.
I won't.
He takes a small deck of cards and deals 2 to each person.
I
Flips
do
over the
love a good gamble.
All right, 2 cards.
Flips over the top. Looks to the first person.
Can I make a
High
check
or low?
to see what game they're playing?
You
That
can.
doesn't matter.
What's the check?
First guy goes high.
Investigation.
Yeah, sure. Investigation or history?
Oh,
have
I
no
should have
idea.
done history.
Oh, can I do the history check? I'm very good
Sure.
at history. Oh, yeah.
I meant
Oh,
to do
yeah.
history.
That's
I
a
rolled
22.
7.
You do not recognize the game they're playing.
Wow. I've played lots of games.
You definitely don't know what game you just got yourself into. As he looks at you and he goes, high or low?
Oh, I'm going. Let me look at my cards for a sec. High. That's right.
Yeah, he looks at the next person, he goes, high or low? And he goes, low. He goes to the next person, high or low? And he goes, he kind of looks at you, eyes his cards, eyes you, eyes his cards. I'll go high as well.
Mm.
And he takes the top card off, flips the next card. All right. Goes to the left. New card or old card?
I'm going for new card. Actually, no, that. I'm going for old card. That new card.
He takes
Well
the second card he put
played,
down and he gives it
I
to you.
think.
And he grabs one of the cards from your hands and lays it on the table. And when he does that, everybody goes like, "Oh!"
See? They're all happy for my success.
And he goes to the other guy and he goes, hot card, low card. And he goes, or old card, new card. And he says, new card. And he takes the one that was top and not your card. And he goes, all right, lay them down. Everybody lays their cards down on the table. And he takes all the steel and he pushes it to the guy on the far right side of the table.
And that guy isn't me.
That guy is not you.
How disappointing.
Well, good game, you guys.
My blood was a pumping. And now we have nothing
Great
to
playing
show.
with you. If you ever want to play again, feel free.
After witnessing that whole game, does that even look like a game?
It is. It is a game. But it looks like a game they probably made up themselves.
Okay. It's like, what even?
And, hey, do you guys mind after you just trounced me in that game, now that I've humbled myself to you? Where do we go
the
to
one thing
find-
I should mention is the two people that bet low, they get some steal from the pot. And the rest goes to the guy that bet high.
Perfect. Hey, now that I've humbled myself in front of you guys, can you tell us how to find the king of this here castle?
Down the hole.
Oh, that one
Yeah,
hall that's
I
here?
mean, I think that one
Right at the end?
was pretty obvious.
Why did we even look in these stupid rooms, you guys?
Hey, I'll decorate this room myself.
It's a nice room.
Well,
nice room.
Thank you.
Yeah, great room.
I don't think I'll like your time.
Does Eilsif generally treat visitors nicely?
You're not an asshole.
Okay.
Cool. Piercival, shut up.
Not an asshole, that's perfect for me. Alright, well, I
thought-
bid these
thought
guys
you dealt
adieu.
them assholes.
I kissed one on the head, just right on the top of the head, thanking him
Make
for
an
his
athletics
service.
roll or acrobatics roll.
Right.
As your tender lips caress his forehead, you feel the scruff of your human neck grabbed and your head slammed into the table for 6 damage. As he just slams you down.
Good game.
That's twice you failed to get lucky.
Actually, can I time out for a second?
Yes.
Do I keep my health at where it was last time, or do I update it back to 24 or whatever?
Yes. Your health updates back when you get a long rest, or if you get a short rest, you can heal, or other ways to heal. So it would
Okay.
still be where it's at after fighting those moles.
Okay. Well, I'm dead. I'm not dead.
Are you
I'm
dead?
Holy
How do I die?
Are you unconscious? Do you go to 0?
If you go to 0, you go unconscious.
Okay, I'm still conscious. Guys,
Okay.
I think
Are you-
I'm
if you are
not doing
below
too
your
well
total
here.
max, though, you are bloodied. So are you bloodied?
I have 9 hit points.
Yeah, you're bloodied.
Oh no.
I wasn't expecting that kiss to turn out that way, but
You don't watch any prison
All right,
movies now?
guys. Let's
getting a little woozy.
let's get
Keep your
Piercival
hands-
out of here.
Keep
I'm gonna.
keep your lips to yourself.
Can I give him a hug? Can I please give him a hug?
Make an athletics roll.
Can somebody roll
Or
to see if they can
acrobatics.
pull me out of here?
I'm going to speak into his mind, the guy that he's hugging,
Yes.
and I'm going to say, "Hurt him and you die."
All right, I'm
And,
going for athletics
Can
roll.
I make? Should I make an intimidation check? Oh God! I rolled a 1.
I got
That's
a 20.
natural 1
Yeah, but he rolled a 20.
for us.
So I
As
give
you
him-
go to hug him, it feels like he tries to kind of shove you, but you quickly just weasel out of his arms before he could do anything else detrimental to you.
But I do get a good little bit of contact in there, right?
And Yandos, you forget to speak in a language he can understand. He just hears some weird like "Gumbukalaka check hawk." What the?
Thanks, Yandus.
Yeah,
Kinda
looks around a lot of weird
confusedly.
languages.
Well, I'm satisfied with this room, you guys.
Yeah, let's
You
get out
did. You
of
did
here.
get a hug in though. Yes.
Let's get out of here.
That's all I wanted.
Let's go talk to Ilse.
Let's.
Tinker's already shuffling down the hallway.
So you guys continue down the hallway. There's another set of double doors and more just people kind of lounging. One looks like it has a couple beds in it. The other looks like it has 2 couches. So it's the actual lounging area, whereas others were like tables and eatery zones. And eventually you get to the last door, which is closed.
I will.
Come in.
Open the door.
We go.
The door opens, and you see a half-elf and a slightly shorter half-elf.
Okay.
So a half elf? Sorry.
A third elf.
1/4 elf? 3/4 elf?
All right.
Who do you think these guys are, you guys?
I'd bet a steel link that one is Ilsif.
Ooh, I'll bet a steel link for that.
Perhaps we've gambled enough for today.
All right. Hello, Ilsif. Please forgive my accompaniment, but my friends. But we
Whoa,
hear that
friends.
if we want to get out of prison, the kings are the people to talk to.
As you walk in and introduce yourselves, you get greeted by the slightly taller half-elf. Hello, and welcome. I am Yusuf, king of the Outsiders.
Duke
A
will bow.
pleasure.
Hail and well met.
There's no need for that here. We're called the Outsiders because we accept all in our kingdom. I just like to meet everybody before they go out doing whatever it is they're going to do. To each their own, as I say.
Hell yeah.
My one rule is very simple. If I request something, you are to do it. If not, I exact payment in another form.
Explains the
For
people with the
that-
missing limbs.
He kind of gives you a knowing smile. For that,
Sexual
I give you
favors.
protection from anybody else wishing to invade this area, such as Bronstone, who, given the chance, would probably wipe out the majority of the population or send them back to the pit. Now, as far as personal protection goes, you're on your own. If you do well for me, though, you might earn your way into my inner circle and afford some luxuries, but until then, I require some type of proof that you're worth my time.
Well, I don't know about these guys. Well, I know about Tinkerer, but my main goal is to get out of here. Is there any way of that happening?
No. The one way some have wished to get out are... I don't know if you've heard about work details, but once in a while the guards will come down, they'll take people. If they take you to the mines, you'll probably not come out, and if you're good enough, maybe they'll take you above ground, but you do always come back. However, they never say whether if they don't come back, if they're dead or gone. We just assume the latter. So you have potential to work your way up that way. I suppose prove to the guards that you're worth their time.
I'm going to mentally speak to Juke and say, should we ask him about your contacts in the Brotherhood of the Wind? See if we can find him?
Does this ability let me talk back to you?
I don't think so, no.
Okay.
As we learned from the half-orc in the first game. No.
I'm just going to leave it up to you. I'm going to throw that softball your way.
Yeah,
and you can do with that what you will.
waiting for an opportunity to speak. Yeah. Juke said, well, one thing I would like is I heard that there was a member of my guild in here as well. I'd like to seek him out. Perhaps you've heard of the Brotherhood of the Wind?
Do you show him your nipple tattoo?
It's not on my nipple. It's on the collarbone. It's right there.
Do you show him
titty
your
tat?
collarbone tattoo?
It's right there.
Ah, yes, Brotherhood of the Wind. I heard there was one of you camping out in... Where was that? The Southern District? Potentially. I haven't heard from him in a couple weeks, so you might find him there, or at least ask around to see if you can scrounge up some information. You seem to be the type that's good at that.
Ooh, what do you think I'm good at?
You're old, so eating, sleeping, and slowly dying?
I'm also bleeding profusely. Does that count for anything?
Did you trip?
I tried to kiss an old man on the head.
How'd that work out for you?
You can see.
Yes, I can.
Hey, how'd you become king?
I killed a lot of people.
I was going to say that.
Seems like a common theme around here.
Weird enough, isn't it?
Did you kill the king?
Hey,
I did.
do
Not
you-
the king of outside.
Shame.
Do you know where we
killed
might
the
be
old
able to sell a mole that we have? A giant mole monster?
Freshly killed?
Freshly killed this morning.
I will buy it from you.
For how
What
much?
are you looking for? We don't trade in gold, so usually you ask for something should you want it. After all, gold has no worth down here.
Guys,
Have you
thought
any
of something that you want?
weapons or?
What type of weapons?
Oh.
I could do with hand crossbow.
What type of weapons? Oh, the pointy kind.
weapons?
Oh my.
Why
Oh.
expecting that?
I wasn't.
We only went through the magical forge.
Oh my god. You guys.
I
A
honestly,
hand
I'll turn-
crossbow, he will nod. He does have that.
And ammo for it, obviously. Is there anything else you guys would like?
I could use a dagger.
Have you any crossbow bolts? Oh dear.
And he's
The
gone.
king has
King just
left.
walked away.
The king has
He's
Taking
left
his throne.
vomiting.
There was a bird tweeting really loudly outside my window.
Oh, okay.
I was fixing that. Yes, he has crossbow bolts. Because he just asked
And-
for
and a
ammo.
dagger.
So he's not going to give you crossbow and ammo and then go, I don't have any ammo, though.
That makes strange sense.
Tinkerer with that, you piece of shit. And you asked for a dagger as well?
Yeah,
These can be supplied to you.
and then
May I see what I am trading for first?
I present my ass.
Stop.
God,
I do not want that. And I
cast
do not
an illusion
take
to
that
cover it up.
as a sign of respect.
What? That's the only thing I got to offer, old man.
You're the old man.
You
Oh,
are
yeah.
old
No,
man.
Tinkerer has what
Aren't
we're
you the crazy
offering.
old man who just showed his ass?
Oh, that's right, I do. Oh,
Listen, I don't really
need the
know
voice.
this guy. Pointing to the human, like, we were chained up together. That's as far as it goes.
Yondos called him friend earlier. I was happy to
That's
hear
true.
that.
That warmed my dirty old heart.
I'll produce the mole
Just
body
show 'em the
from
goods.
inside my shirt.
It's gonna take you a little while.
Oh dear.
I'm gonna
So
say, and some
Oh,
extra
help, like-
chains on top of that because
I'll
some
turn
extra
away
metal,
from him for a second. I'm trying
because this
to.
is a large mole, so I think it's worth more than a hand crossbow, some bolts, and a dagger.
So you said extra metal?
Yeah, just some extra metal. Like, I don't know if they have unrefined metal that we can carry on us, but just for later when we actually think of something that we want and are prepared.
Can I get a reverse bear trap?
What?
I've got
First
the
bear trap
mole,
for a bear
everybody.
Is that a bear
No.
trap that pops
Yeah, it goes
open?
like that. Yeah.
Oh no.
Do you get one of them, King? Well, what kind of underground prison city is this?
No, I don't have one of those, but I have spare metal, and I'm sure you could get it forged in the smith.
Cool.
Smithed in the forge.
Then I'd like some Smithy Forge metal for my reverse bear trap.
I can supply you with that. That's a
Thanks,
large... Were you hiding that in your shirt?
Maybe.
How much would you
Maybe.
trade for the shirt?
Oh, this shirt is priceless.
I can see that. But I also don't believe anything is priceless. What is your price?
I would like the head of somebody.
Who?
Short fellow.
There's plenty of those, as he kind of glances at Duke Calavir.
No.
Oh, no, not his head. I'd much rather the head of a Tross.
I want to be more specific.
Any
Oh,
cross? Keep
I
going.
got
keep
you.
going.
Bombardier. A short fellow Bombardier underhand.
And you wish to gain his head?
Yes.
And for that you will give me this device that stored your large mole?
I was told the shirt.
Is the shirt not what does it?
Is that not what you asked for?
I am clarifying now.
And I am being intentionally vague.
Dude, Tinker, you're screwing this up.
It sounds like we have a deal for a mole body. Not more, though.
He's seen
Well, if you change your minds...
I know where to find you.
True enough. So he looks over to who you can assume is his assistant, kind of gives him a nod. He goes back into a different room, closes the door. A little while later, comes back. He has a nice dagger, hand crossbow,
Ooh, a nice one.
bolts, and then he's got a handful of broken swords, daggers, spears, just basically any type of shattered metal piece, and he's got a good stack of it that'll give to you.
Man, this will make a nice reverse bear trap.
If I might suggest, not showing that off to everybody would be a potentially safer play.
I think.
Unless you want to words.
Oh my god, the
quickly
king's dead.
start a fight,
I think.
which some do.
Tinkerer, do you want to put this back in your shirt?
I think it would just fit.
Hey, King, can I ask you this?
Sure.
You were interested in meeting us. If we come back later to talk to you, will you be less interested to talk to us now that you'd already met us and stuff? Or is this kind of an open door policy if we got anything we want to talk to you about?
It's fairly open door, but I have
yeah.
people you can talk to before you talk to me, if it's not important.
You like to party?
All I ask is that you show me respect, and occasionally, yes. Why do you ask?
Just wondering. Sometimes this group likes to party. Just want to know if you like to get down.
I think it's time for us to leave.
Who should we contact with other matters that are less worthy of your time?
Any of the people you saw entering this building will be able to direct you to the right person, or my hand is always seen wandering around the town.
Oh, yes. Ghostly little fellow.
Perrin, yes.
Correct. Now, if there's nothing else, welcome, and goodbye.
Thank you.
Lovely to meet you, Majesty.
Sticks out his hand.
We'll see ourselves
Shake
out.
his hand? Is he sticking out to shake?
Showing you the door.
We'll see
Okay.
ourselves out. Yes.
Can I,
go
can,
to the door.
can I roll athletics to see if I can shake his hand?
Sure.
I'm gonna stick around in the room for a second, guys. I got something to take care of.
This would be sleight of hand because you're trying to quickly grab his hand, I assume.
Can I? Never mind. Go ahead. Go for it.
Uh-oh. 3.
Natural one.
Natural one. As you reach out to grab his hand,
These
the
are not
other
working
hand
out for you.
flicks up, swipes across your hand, and 2 of your fingers land on the ground.
So I'm down to just 5 fingers now, huh?
3 points of damage also. As
Oh
you
my
lose your
goodness.
middle finger and your ring finger on your left hand, or on your shaking hand, your right hand.
Wait, so now he's just always going to be in the I love you symbol?
I love you, King.
or rock. That's all
Do
he can
not
do.
touch me.
Well, this has been a really magical time. I
Just
appreciate
so
you
you
letting
know,
me into
I
your...
suggest you scream in pain.
Presence.
Your fingers got cut off.
They'll grow back.
He's numb to it.
What?
When you have leprosy, you start losing things pretty consistently.
I'm not the only one!
Just so you know,
Well-
Sam, when you roll a 1, that's a critical failure. Automatically. No matter how much your modifier is, it's
Okay.
you get messed up.
Bad things happen.
Cool. I didn't know that. If I'd known that, I wouldn't have rolled that 1. I thought it'd be cool.
Do you want to? Do you want to pick those up? We could put them on ice and see.
What ice?
I have no ice.
He is
I picked
still
them up.
showing you the door.
I leave. Bye.
All right,
I picked them
leave.
up, and to show how hard I am to the king, I eat them in front of his very eyes and then leave. Means nothing to me, your majesty.
Oh Lord!
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Your
as
fingers
you're
are
eating
so
your
nasty.
own fingers.
Okay. Sorry.
Have you washed
The
your hands
episode where
ever?
we find out he's not a human?
15.
You manage to keep it down as you start crunching your own bones and gnawing your own fingers, blood pouring from your mouth from your own fingers you're eating. You guys exit the room and close the door.
I don't know if you impressed the king, but that was hardcore, man.
What is wrong with you?
You
It
are
was worth it.
one
You want to swallow them
raunchy,
as well, or are you going to spit
raunchy
them out now that you're
human.
not in the room?
I'm gonna see if I can get down most of it.
You can. You swallow them.
I mean, God, every group has to have one crazy one in prison, right? Maybe people will think he's so crazy they won't mess with us.
I guess
Not
mark
if
that on
he-
your character sheet that you're minus 2 fingers now.
Not if he's constantly
You're
instigating
a hard
them.
rocker.
They're still with me.
You may have
Yeah.
some trouble writing.
Listen, you're weird and all, but I would feel bad if I didn't at least do this. And he's gonna hold your hand and take out his little fire starter and burn where the 2 fingers were. So
Oh.
you stop bleeding to death.
Make a medicine roll.
Me or him?
Him.
Oh, it's gonna hurt.
You might lose another finger out of this one.
A 7.
Ooh, this is working perfectly.
You take out your fire starter and you start singeing his hands, and you catch a little bit of his robes on fire, which he then has to pat out with his discarded fingers that used to be there, and he takes 4 points of damage.
Oh,
All right, I'm
is he
almost dead.
down? Are you down?
I'm down to 2 hit points.
Cool. Did the bleeding stop?
Yes, the bleeding has stopped.
Job done. Mission accomplished.
Thanks,
It now
old friend.
smells like burning flesh.
You know, that's
Burning
better than
human
what he
man.
smelled like before.
Can I open up the king's door and kind of fan the smell in there?
No. He starts to going back and I run
grab
in the
his
opposite
hand,
direction.
and I usher him towards the
Make
the
a sleight of
exit.
hand roll, and Yondos make a dexterity save. You manage to swat his hand out of the way of the door in time.
Ah, God, this is... My fingers were just cut off by myself. Or no,
Let's-
eaten by myself, sorry.
Let's get out of here.
Little
And
woozy.
I begin pushing him towards the door.
Okay.
I fall onto the ground and cry for 5 minutes. Inconsolable as to my life decisions.
Are you trying to grab him? Or drag him?
Yes, I will drag him.
Alright, go ahead and make an athletics roll.
Uh-oh.
You start dragging the limp, fetal positioned Piercival Lindalian as you guys make your way to the door. People giving you really weird looks, leaving little blood streaks on the ground as you're still very bloodied and very bad shape, hand singed, body. You're not looking good, Piercival.
It's not
you
the first time
open
we
the
took
door,
fire damage today.
and Perrin kind of looks to you, looks to the collapsed body of Piercival.
I'm gonna give him a thumbs up.
Everything's horrible.
Have a good day, I guess.
You too.
It was nice to meet you,
Thanks.
Perrin.
And that's where we're ending session.
Thank you for watching Toggle Advantage. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe. Please share it with your friends, share it with your family, share it with anybody you know. That's kind of how these things work. I apologize for the slightly late release. We had some technical difficulties on this end. I know, that's always the excuse. But anyways, if you enjoy podcasts, you can listen to this as a podcast version on iTunes or Google Play or any app that you enjoy. If you like us enough, even leave us a review on iTunes. It can really help us out and spread the word. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you continue to do so.